Hi guys, I wanted to show you the jar that I made for for getting the log house, my family's home, my childhood home that my father built for us when we were kids. It suddenly came up for sale and I had the opportunity to buy it. So last night I put together a jar, a wish jar, a spell jar to help bring it about. And I wanted to show you a little bit of what's in it. So I've got some Himalayan salt at the bottom. All of this here is actual dirt and clay from the creek bank at the property. I already see that some of the items were not completely dry, so there's salt in there soaking up some of the moisture. That could be a problem. Anyway, so the jar itself is a bicentennial mason jar. And when we lived in the house, it was in the mid-70s, and some of the decor was actually bicentennial. So I thought this would just be the perfect item. So I've got several herbs in here. Some of these are rosemary and mint from my sister's garden. I've got some Palo Santo in there as well. There's a few items that I collected from the property. That hickory nut right there is from the property. So is this mussel shell right here, and this fossil, and this pine cone that you see here, plus, let's see, where is it? There's oh, here it is. There's a feather that's a bobwhite quail feather that came from the property as well. I have these stones in here to represent my siblings and I. So this is for my brother, and I am Luck, sparkly blue. That's totally me. Faith is the middle sister, and Hope is the youngest sister. I mean, that's not their names, but that's what I picked to represent us. There's a green fig in there from the fig tree on the property that my dad planted when we lived there, and it never produced while we lived there. Now it's pretty much taken over the hill where it is. I've got a few feng shui items in there, like this golden package to represent gifts coming from, surprises from all over, and these gold lucky coins in there. I've added, if you see down here at the bottom, these juniper berries are, they were in with the soil from the creek, so I added those as well. This peach pit is from a peach from Isom's Orchard, which is down the road from our from the house, and it's where we always got our peaches and strawberries and other stuff when we were growing up. I've got coins in here for money, confetti for celebration. There's some birch bark with some affirmations on it and our names. Here's the Curtis crest. There's a dollar bill. This Bless This House poem, or the lyrics to the song. When we were growing up, my dad used to sing that song all the time for weddings, and it always reminds me of him, so I had to put that in there. There's a bay leaf with the I think the address is on the back side of this, and this has the name of what we call the house was the log house, and my parents' names that are written or carved in stone on the front porch. This yellow rose represents my dad. He used to always give my mom yellow roses. This daisy is for my mother. That was her favorite flower. Here's a picture of the log house in here. I don't know if you can see it, but in the middle there's a vial that has creek water from the house and some honey, as my grandfather kept bees on his property, which was just up the hill from ours. See the little yellow jiggly thing in there? That's a unicorn squishy when we lived in the house, we were kids, so I always think of the place as a magical, wonderful place for us to play in the woods when we were kids. So that is actually a gift from one of my sisters, so I put it in there to represent us as kids and all the fun we had there, and then what a magical place that it was. And here's another feng shui item, a little fake diamond. There's pyrite. This fossil in here, that also came from the property. That right there is a hummingbird feather. That poor hummingbird succumbed to injuries thanks to my former roommate's mean cat. So I collected some of the feathers and gave him a proper funeral, what was left of him. Poor guy. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. It's mostly botanicals, and then just a lot of things that represent the property itself, and coins and stones and whatnot to bring prosperity and luck and joy and happiness. And yeah, so hopefully this will do its job, and hopefully I've got enough stuff in there to create some sort of stasis and not a lot of mold. I don't think things are quite as dry as they should have been, which is my bad. This is my first time to do this, so hopefully it's not gonna be bad. Oh, and then this is such a big jar, it was really hard to get any wax on top to seal it. I wrapped the twine around here to hold the wires in place, and then I put most of the wax on top to actually cover up the wires. And I think that's about it. So yeah, I didn't want to turn it upside down to dip it in wax, because I didn't want everything to get upset in there and upside down. That would be bad. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for all your suggestions for the people who helped me with this, and keep lighting candles and praying and sending posies that my family will be able to get this house back in our family ownership and keep it there for several generations. It's such a special place, and it means so much to us, so much more to us than it could anyone else, simply because of how much work my father and my family put in on it, and how much time we spent there as kids. So thank you very much.